we know we have 24 hours in a day, so does everybody else. But why is it that some people can do more in that 24 hours and some people end up doing less? And that used to be a question that I used to think about all the time. While going to school full time, I wanted to continue building my business, and I did, because I tackled into some tips and tricks that I learned along the way, learned through different tips videos, just like you guys are watching me here right now, and implemented the things that make sense for me at different times. Even in recent times, it's helped me build my business to 6 figures. I have a financial consulting business outside of this fun stuff I do. I also started an international business that's running right now with my partner. So there's many things that have helped me to get to this point, and I feel like I'm able to do a lot more in 24 hours, maybe to someone who maybe not know these tips and tricks. I want you guys to learn it, because when we break down the data of it, which I love me some data, because my goal with everything is how can I reduce mental fatigue while being able to do things in a second nature way. So I'm not thinking as much. The less I can think, the more I'm able to do. So let's get into it. The first thing I actually started investing in is higher quality pieces of clothes. I've done this very recently. One of my catalysts for doing this is me having eczema. I get flare-ups, and I realized that certain clothes, especially polyester clothes, because they trap more heat and moisture, which is not good for the type of eczema I have, it gave me more flare-ups. I would wear the same thing 2 years ago and I wouldn't have that flare-up, but I guess, body changes over time, so now it gives me flare-ups. You don't have to have a skin condition like me to go and think of a higher piece of clothing, but higher and better fiber clothing is actually better for your health, because skin is your major organ. It's the largest organ you have. So I have vouched into getting more cotton and more linen. What I have done to be more cost effective in this way is to actually order from my country. I still have family there, so all I do is give them my sizes and get custom pieces made and delivered to me. And I know this is not something that everybody has access to, so if you don't have access to being able to customize all these pieces of clothing for a cheaper price, then you can actually go to stores like Uniqlo. Also have Banana Republic. These are places where they have good linen and good cotton. Uniqlo is way better pricing though, so if you are looking for more cost effective, Uniqlo is a great alternative. And if you guys have other options that you use for cotton or linen, definitely put in the comments so other people can also use it and be able to invest into materials as such. Let's compare the cost, because I like to be cost effective. If I don't invest in higher piece of clothing, let's assume that alternatively I wear cheaper stuff, it is more affordable, but it affects me long term in my health, so there's more cost connected to having worse health, more days off, medicines that needs to be bought, treatments that needs to be taken. So you actually prevent all of that going into buying higher quality clothing. Let's talk about decluttering. One of my favorite things to do is throw things out that I don't like, and I know some people have a hard time doing this. I just love being able to renew and refresh and reset. It's a way I enjoy things, especially because I've been the type of person who just hoards a lot of items. Once you get over that first decluttering, you're actually gonna get so good at it. Trust me when I say it, you just have to do it once and it's not as bad as you think. And after that, you don't get attached to pieces. What I do, and something you guys can do as well, is I just donate them. So I know it's also going for a good cause for someone who might want it or need it. If you have really nice pieces of item, you can just sell it and make some money off of it, because why not? If your items are worth that. Regardless, you can just donate it. I had a lot of pieces of clothing that almost never wore. Yes, I bought cheaply. I got multiple of them, never wore it. Boom, I'm giving it away. Or they're just, because they're low quality, they don't last as long, but they stay in your closet just because you bought them and you might feel attached to the purchase. Just let it go. Trust me, you feel a lot better. Now when I purchase items, I do the 3x rule of thumb. So what does that mean? I need to be able to wear one piece of item 3 different ways, because if I have multiple ways to wear one item, I can actually wear it more often. Because a lot of times you might buy that one-off thing that looks amazing on the hanger, looks amazing on yourself, because of how it is, it might not go with a lot of things, or it's one of those statement pieces that you just wear it once and it's hard to really pair up multiple times over. So this is something really great to do, is when you look at something, for instance, like a black blazer, you're like, you know what, I can wear a black blazer for an interview in your corporate setting. You can wear black blazer really with anything and everything and dress it up or dress it down depending on the occasion. You could go on a nice dinner, wear a nice beautiful dress underneath that blazer and jewel it up. You want to get to a point where you're only purchasing items that can be worn 3 types of ways. At least get the habit of it in the beginning, because when you do this and an item of clothing can be worn different ways, you're able to not think as much in the morning because you already know this piece already goes with multiple pieces, so all you gotta do is just pick one and you're not trying things multiple times over. A lot of times these are basic neutral colors, so this brings me on to the point of having or investing in your type of capsule closet. Why I'm saying your type? Because capsule closets in general go with neutrals like nudes, white, grays, and blacks a lot of times. But me, I love a good red. I love a good solid deep winter color like navy blue. I love a nice cream white. I love yellows, oranges. I'll get a solid piece because solid, no printed clothing can actually go with multiple items that are neutral and you wear it multiple times. And why is it important to wear things multiple times? Because we don't care about what people say. I get for things like a wedding or a big occasion. Obviously you're going ba-ba-boom, as I would too. But when it comes to your everyday things, you should be able to wear it multiple times. The goal is to learn how to style items, not to have a million items that you don't know how to style. Because a person who can style will always look more presentable than someone who just pulls up and it's more cost effective. I love anything that's cost effective. And here I'll just put a quick comparison of what cost per wear means in terms of buying something that's actually higher quality and versus buying multiple things just because it's cheaper per se. So you'll notice how the higher quality items end up being more worth the price. Let's get into beauty. This is something I grew up with, seeing my mom really take care of her skin, beauty, going for facials all the time in Bangladesh. It's not something I did really in my young 20s because I was in hustle mode and I really didn't take care of myself as much as I should have. But being in my late 20s, we're getting on and you can start at any time. Awareness is key, then action precedes. Monthly skin treatments. You could also do quarterly. It just depends on your budget. I don't want to put any pressure on you guys to feel that you must do this. Again, your goal is to maybe take one item of what I said and implement it, and then maybe add things that you learn along the way or add things that I've said in the list and continue to make it a lifestyle. Facials. Monthly facials is what I love. It has helped my skin a lot, and quarterly I will do a chemical peel. That has helped me. This is not saying you should do a chemical peel. Go find out what you need to do for your skin. Go to a dermatologist. Chemical peel has helped me. I'll put a picture here that it's really been something that's improved my skin. The reasons why I'm going to go into beauty is the more we invest into taking care of ourselves at a deeper level, like doing these facials and such, we don't have to sometimes use as much makeup on a daily basis. Because I love makeup. Y'all, I used to be a freelance makeup artist back in the day, so I have nothing against makeup. I love makeup. I think it's a beautiful art form. I think it's amazing. But it's obviously, we know it's not the best for your skin all the time, even though a lot of makeup now has embedded skincare, which is lovely. We love that. I have a lot of scars from my acne and such. When I'm able to at least keep my skin in a way that I don't continuously get breakout, when I do like one layer of foundation, it's able to at least cover up all this. Let's say I didn't take care of my skin continuously, it might take 2 layers of foundation and a little bit more concealer to take care of some breakouts and more darker scars. I still love makeup and I still wear it every day. It's just I don't have to wear as much layers or cover up. Next is faux DIY lashes. Now, I know people love their eyelash extensions. I've only done eyelash extensions once in my life, and it actually gave me a little bit of bump right here on the last day of few lashes left, and I just chose not to do it again. Also, I didn't like when I went to the shower. I don't know how people shower with it. I got a volume set, so I actually had a pretty thick one. So when the water would fall, it would feel really heavy on my eyes. So I didn't like that feeling, and I feel like I couldn't like fully clean. Even when I wear eyelash, sometimes I just like the look of not having lashes on. So each to their own. That's just me. I find it better to just have the DIY faux lashes because It looks literally like eyelash extensions. It takes me only 15 minutes to do it. Once you get a hang of it, it's really quick. One of those packs can give me 4 to 5 different times of doing the lashes. So let's assume I'll give you a price comparison of eyelash extensions versus full lashes. It's a huge difference. So it's very cost effective to do your own lashes, and you can do it at your own time. It could be like me, you just take it off because you just don't want it sometimes, and you still get to look cute. Example of time comparisons as well. We want to save money, we want to save time. We have 24 hours. We need to find ways to buy back that time, doing the least, getting the most, being effective. In terms of beauty, I'll still add another one is pick your items that you want to wear a day ahead. I know sometimes even when you wake up, you might not want to wear what you said. Maybe pick out 2-3 items a day ahead. You're like, I can wear this outfit or that outfit, and boom, you have it ready. It just creates less lag time in our mind, and we're like, go, go, go. Under getting ready, learn, I would say, 3 hairstyles that you can do at all times. Why do I say this? Is because you don't want to sit there and think about, oh, do I want to do this hair or that hair? Learn 3 hairstyles that work really very well for you. If you wear any kind of hair extensions, wigs, have that go-to wig, that go-to hairstyle, because you know you're gonna look banging after it. You know what I mean? So have the 3 because it creates less fatigue. So for me, I love a sock bun. That's my go-to hairstyle since I've been in high school. I excel at it. It's something that makes me feel beautiful, and it's something that should make you feel confident. So buns, how my hair is currently. So I'll just roll up way down at the bottoms and just keep everything together. I have my wavy hair. So those are my 3 go-to hairstyles, but often than not, you'll see this hairstyle and my bun, because they're actually my go-to out of the 3. Let's get into health, fitness. I know I talked about a little bit of health with clothing. Everything relates back to health ultimately, but let's talk specifically into health. The app that has helped me so much, and it's so silly because I've always heard calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit, and I'm like, yeah, but yeah, it works. I've been on Fitness Pal. Now, I downloaded Fitness Pal and tried to use it for multiple years. Did I use it many years? No, I did not. And recently, in the last 3 months, I've actually properly used it, and it's made a whole lot of difference. I lost 7 kgs in the last 2.5 months, so it's been amazing. Something I say is sporadic consistency is better than giving up on some things. We didn't know the 5th time I download the Fitness Pal, I'll actually stick to it. So never feel bad about not being able to use something that first time, second time, third time. Just try again, and you never know when it actually sticks. And that was for me with Fitness Pal. This time I just track everything. It gives me, based on my goals, what calories I need to have for the day, and it also tracks with my Apple Watch. You can have any fitness watch. When I'm doing exercise, going and doing kind of activity, I just let it track my steps and my calories, active calories that I lose. You see, sometimes we're trying to do the most. While I was trying to be within my calorie, I can't be thinking about, oh, every meal needs to be at the top of the food health chain, because that's, for me, a lot harder to upkeep. So what I would rather do is just stick to keeping to the calories and eating whatever. I know sometimes it might not be the healthiest, but my primary goal for my habits is let's get to the calorie count. Once that becomes second nature, I can now start implementing maybe for one of the meals to consistently be healthy. Maybe that is a breakfast I do that is always healthy, and then soon once that becomes a habit, the lunch can be taken over, the dinner can be taken over. This is how I am able to create a lifestyle for myself, is when I create micro habits that stick. And when you add up the micro habits, they become this large habit that impacts your entire lifestyle, and you don't even realize it. Using the Fitness Pal literally takes 2 minutes. So taking 2 minutes every day or less to put all my foods down, compared to taking out time out of my life in longevity. You know, that's the comparison I make in terms of efficiency and decreasing my lag. The next thing is incorporating health activities that feel like fun, but is still making you healthy at the same time. So for me, that is tennis. I've played tennis since I was young, like 8-9 years old with my dad. He's the one who introduced me to it. I played other sports all along my childhood, basketball, volleyball, everything you can think of. As time went on, I stopped playing competitive sports in university, and I had different CL, MCL tears, all that fun stuff. but I fell off of using sports as a way to bring joy because I love sports. So I brought that back in the last year. It doesn't cost a lot, guys. You can find parks all around everywhere to go play. The rackets are not that much. You just buy on Amazon. You don't have to get the fanciest rackets. Just get something to get started. Buy some tennis balls and boom, you can start playing. I love my park because you can also play by yourself if they have a wall. I know a lot of parks don't have a tennis wall, but luckily the park close to me that's less than a 10-minute walk has it. So it's been really effective because in my watch I can add I'm playing tennis, and for 20 minutes to 45 minutes is what I like to play. Usually 45 minutes I end up losing 500 to 600 calories, and I don't even know I did that. It's the easiest and the fastest 45 minutes that goes for my time, and I don't think about it, and it makes me healthier. I enjoy incorporating some kind of a fun activity. That could be dancing for you, that could be playing one of the sports, or finding just different variety ways of moving without having to think about it being an exercise. Let's go into home organization. Believe it or not, I should be saying that. Believe it or not, Aliva, all the time you thought you didn't need to be organized at home, it took away so much of your time, and honestly guys, it really did. And that's why I realized it's so important to be organized at home, and being and living by myself, finally I've realized more and more of that. Have a dump drawer, dump box, dump plate. Why do I say that? It's because sometimes we come home, for me I love wearing jewelry, and I might not feel to just put it in the exact spot I got it, so I'll have a plate for my jewelry where I can just put it in the living room. I put my jewelry in the bedroom, but that plate just collects random items that I might not want to put away right away, but at least it's in one spot and not scattered everywhere. Scattered is what causes us to not organize things a lot of times. So if there's a spot for all the I'm lazy, let me just put it here times, so that makes life easier because it's just in one spot. I also do that with clothes. I have a box just for my I'm gonna put this away later clothes. Again, this just helps putting it in an organized way. Yes, it's like organized chaos, but it's compact in one place. It's not everywhere. You don't get overwhelmed. I don't get overwhelmed. I know I just have to attack that box and get rid of everything that's there, or attack that plate and get rid of everything that's there. You can also do a dump drawer where you just leave random things. Sometimes these could be like random wires, random batteries, or things that you just come up while you have your home. Everything must have a home. This way you can stay more organized and not have to get overwhelmed when it comes to cleaning, because I'm the type of person, if it gets really unorganized, I'll even get procrastinating to start cleaning. So I'm trying to always find ways to decrease the lag of me taking action when it comes to organizing. Next one is leveraging people to get things done. So if you are able to invest in a cleaner, please do so. It's the best investment I have ever done. Cleaning all the time can be a lot, especially when you're running a business or working and all that stuff. So it's nice to be able to leverage, invest into someone else's business while they do something for you. And let's assume, I'm going to put a comparison here, it takes you a certain amount of time to clean by yourself, because sometimes when I clean, I will even get distracted and procrastinate, so it will take longer than I really need to. Versus someone comes in and just does it, and that's what their job is, and they're gonna do it full-heartedly in full focus mode. It saves you so much time. And truly, if we look at it at a bigger scale, it saves you money, because that time that I buy back by leveraging someone else's work, I'm able to invest it back into my business, spend time with my family, just relax. Guys, one of the best feelings is just coming home and everything is spotless and you didn't do anything. It's one of the dollars that I'll continuously spend because it just feels so good. And I'm always happy to give to the cleaners. I don't know, a lot of times the cleaners are great people, so I'm always happy to invest in them as well. Let's get into some food organization. In terms of grocery shopping, is having a rotating grocery list where every week or every 2 weeks, whatever the frequency is, you continuously buy very similar things. For instance, I know I eat a lot of cream of wheats, I eat a lot of chicken, so I know every week what kind of food I will go through. So I will always put that in the list, and I don't have to create a list each time. I just do that every 2 weeks, or sometimes I'll do it every month. This way I'm not thinking as much. I create 3 dinners that I can create at all times, 3 lunch, brunch, because I do only 2 meals a day, brunch every single day. And I keep those items in rotation so I know I have them and I don't get bored, but I'm also secured in my thinking process because I love cooking, But when I'm on the go, I'm more receptive to just go into my Uber Eats and buy something. So for me to not do that, I have to create measures to have these rotating grocery lists where I can still enjoy the food, make it easy that I think are easy to make. You can find your own, and I know I'll eat them when I make it. Again, remember how I said earlier, I'm not here to create habits in a large way right away because I never end up sticking to it in the long run if I don't start with small and make it a second nature activity. Same thing comes with groceries too. Yes, I want to eat healthy and stuff, but sometimes I get lazy. So I don't want to cut onions and chop up stuff. That's just my reality. So I get frozen foods like nuggets, frozen burgers, frozen kebabs, frozen parathas, and things as such. I love it because I can just fry it up or use the air fryer quick 10-15 minutes and the food is done. I'll even have some Indomie on days I really don't want to cook. So I have everything in the grocery list, again, rotating. They don't go bad, which is great. They can just be in the freezer. I know it's not the healthiest, please, or at least me of complete healthiness, but I know I'll eat it. It's eating at home, and I know the calories. I know it's more cost effective than eating with Uber Eats and such. My goal is always to play offense, not defense. I don't want to get hungry and think about what should I cook or not cook. Should I buy out? If I buy out, am I in budget for what I created for the week? That's very defensive play. I'm an offensive play girl. So I am always thinking ahead of what can I do that makes me think less, just do more, which is the entire theme of this video. Next one is actually making my own coffee. I know some people say, oh, that's $7 a day, you should be able to spend it, but honestly, me being a finance girly too, it's okay here and there, 100%, but every day it adds up. If you add another $3-4 to $7, that's a meal, you know what I mean? I don't mind like it's $2-3, but especially the drinks I like, sometimes it could be $8-9. So I just vouch to learn it and do it myself, and a lot of times it's faster and it's more effective because I'm not having to go out of the home and buy it. So I save time, and then I also save money because when you buy the ingredients yourself, yes, it might be a little bit higher price up front, but when you do per month cost analysis, it's nothing close to spending $7 a day on a coffee. And I get to have more variety and change it up without the crazy price points of trying new things, and it's more fun, just more joy in building the routine. The last part about food is I have a meal prepping system, and I'm sure other people might do this as well. Now, most of the time we think about meal prepping as already making the food and putting it into boxes. Now, I have done that. I love it the first day, half like it the second day. Third day, I do not like the food. So a lot of times I would like a fresher food, and also sometimes making a lot of those foods at once, I just feel like, for me, it feels like it takes a long time, and I might even procrastinate doing it, thinking about all the work and wait times of prepping all that food to make my life easier. Because in my head, when I can create departments of, oh, this is not going to take as long, I'm more likely to do it. That's just something I discovered about myself, and this might help you as well. So what I do instead is, for instance, if I want to meal prep chicken, I will get a bigger chunk of chicken. Like if I have 16 drumsticks of chicken, 4 of them would be marinated into one spice, and then another 4 into another spice, so 4 different spices of 4 drumsticks each. And this way I put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer the day I want to cook, or the 2-3 days I want to eat that. I'll just pop it in the air fryer and boom, it's fresh, it's ready, it's good to go, and I get variety, which is muy bueno. Me, as long as you give me some food with the spices, I can make a lot of different things. I will do more ingredient prep than the meal prep itself. It's more time efficient for me because I'm always battling my procrastination war, you know what I mean? So that's something that helps me a lot. Now, we can talk about money, automation. I'll make an entire different video on it. We're not going to talk about it in this video because I know it's already long. I hope you guys are here till the end. I am so excited you got till here. I hope you got value from today's video. These are just little nuggets along the way that could help you to be able to be more efficient with your time, more cost effective, and think long term. Because a lot of these things we don't think about in the short term and might not think it affects us, but these habitual patterns at a micro level affects you at the macro, and things that are not taken care of at the micro level, it's a lot harder to take care of at the macro level. You guys get it. If you have not subscribed already, please make sure to subscribe. I am continuing to make videos for you guys to continue improving your life in mind, health, wealth, all kinds of ways. On this channel, we're always improving and trying to get better, growing in all aspects of our life, because this life is for living. So till next time, I will see you guys again. Leaps Nation out.